Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm going to give it a hot second because I know YouTube usually takes a minute to catch up with everybody. But hi, everybody. How are you doing? It's Wednesday, so it is time for more reading sprints, and here we are getting into some reading sprints. It's Wednesday. I will admit I have been sick for the past couple days, not doing great. Not like sick, but like allergies. Like I just had like an allergy attack and it was just gnarly for a couple days. But I'm feeling better today. The first day I'm really feeling like I'm back to normal. I mean, I haven't been sleeping well, so I got like baggies, but we're gonna work through this. Anyway, hi everybody. It is Wednesday. Let's see. Maggie, thanks for coming. Ooh, Last Argument of Kings, Joe Abercrombie. Love. I'm very happy that you're reading those, and I'm hopefully you're liking them. I mean, you're on book 3, so obviously you've read 2 other ones. Payback's a Witch. I remember reading that too. It's cute. It's fine, you know. Hey, girl. 67% in War of Two Queens and 25 in The Way of Kings. Okay, so kings and queens. We're having like a royalty day. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Whew. All right, so it's been just a really busy time. And I'm working through it, getting things done in general. You know, I don't know. It's new content for the channel where I'm doing those recaps, and I kind of like it. So I might be doing more kind of recappy kind of stuff on the channel. It's like new, different direction, but I've been enjoying it so far. And I don't know. It seems like you guys are enjoying it too. So maybe I'll keep making more recap content. Hello, how are you? Hey, hey, hey. You're going to be reading Upon a Burning Throne. Okay. Hope you're enjoying. Crown of Midnight. That's Sarah J. Maas, correct? I'm a Throne of Glass kind of girl. I like that series quite a bit. Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Yes. Check trigger warnings if you think you need them for sexual assault. I'll just say that because I don't know how far you are in the book. But it's like alarming how graphic it is. So warning if you need it. Nice. Let's do all the royal stuff in October. It's almost Halloween. Does anybody have any cool like Halloween plans? I don't really have any plans. I think well, this weekend is the Blades and Bodice Rippers book club. We're doing our Halloween show over on Bethany's channel. And we're doing The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. And I have been reading it. I'm about like halfway through right now, roundabout. Hopefully I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. So I waited to the last minute to read the book club book, but I'm getting there. But yeah, it's fine. That's how I feel about it so far. It's fine. It's not like objectionable to the point where I hate it, but I don't love it either. It's fine though. I'm hoping it's gonna like turn itself around and like get kind of good, because like I think it has good ideas, and I see what it's doing. I just don't. There's just something like missing. It's like that X factor is just not there. So I don't know. It which is like not really a good literary analysis, saying it's just missing an X factor, but that's kind of how I feel about it. But it's a haunted house story, and there's ghosts and shit. So there's that. It Happened One Autumn by Lisa Klepes. Very cool. Melissa, how are you? Reading sprints on Halloween. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to think about it. Hey, Beth. Going with my nieces and nephews. Oh, good. You get candy. See, I don't have any kids I can like tag on for trick or treating with. To get candy myself. So I just have to buy my own candy like a stupid adult. Hey, how are you? Same Z's. When life gives you vampires, and that time I got drunk and saved a demon. I keep seeing that one around, and I've been wanting to read it. I just haven't. But yeah, same Z's. Reading the Hacienda tonight. Gotta read for book club. Oh yeah. So anyway, Blades and Body Strippers book club. The Halloween show is on Bethany's channel this year. I am sad it's not on mine, but it happens. But it's gonna be on Bethany's channel, Beautifully Bookish Bethany. Saturday, the 29th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna dress up. It's the Halloween Spectacular show, so we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a spooky party. I don't know. We do it every Halloween, so I'm pretty excited about it. I think Friday night I'm supposed to go to a Halloween party. We'll see. And then Sunday, hey everybody, I see some channel members and patrons in the chat today, and it's our book club live show for Pet Cemetery by Stephen King on Saturday. No, Sunday, on Sunday the 30th. So it's going to be a very spooky weekend full of spooky things. And then Saturday's new video coming out is my wrap up recap thing for The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. So it's going to be like Exorcist, Pet Cemetery, The Hacienda. It's just going to be spooky all weekend long. I'm having a good time with it. Woo! All right, moving on. Let's see. About 50%-ish in. Yeah, carving my pumpkins. Yay! That's great. I carved pumpkins last year. Maybe I'll find the photo. I did a really cool one last year. So anyway, let's see. Ooh, library book sale historicals. Love that. The reading ink spell. Okay. How long you were sprinting for? I'm not sure. We usually do at least 2 sprints. Eventually I'll get to it. Usually we chit chat for like 10 minutes or so. So a few more minutes of chit chat and then we'll probably get to our first sprint and then chit chat and then one more sprint. So 6:30. Let's say maybe 6:30-ish we'll be done. 6:30 my time. So about an hour and a half from now, I would say. Yeah. That's fine. You know what? There's a movie. Don't watch the newest version because like the newest version of Pet Cemetery is completely different from the book. But the original Pet Cemetery from the 80s, I mean, it's written by Stephen King as well. There are differences in it, but it's like it's by the same author, so it's like it's pretty close. If you just want to watch the movie to get a gist of things, there's that. So I think that might be a good idea. But yeah, so long story short on Pet Cemetery, we're going to talk about it very much in depth on Sunday for the patron live show. But it's more of a family drama pretending to be a horror story. That's what I feel about it. But anyway, I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna find my pumpkin from last year because I'm pretty excited about it. Okay. All right. So this was my pumpkin last year. So it's a skeleton unicorn. So I did a pretty dope pumpkin last year. I felt pretty good about it. But this year we have not done pumpkins, so we'll see. Oh yeah. Hey, Makeda, how are you? Thanks for coming and hanging out. Bright Like Wildflower by Juliet Cross. Oh, Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross. I know, like, I keep getting recommended Juliet Cross, but I haven't read anything by her yet. I mean, that's every reader, though, isn't it? Like, there's always so many things on your TBR, but like, we just never get to them. The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Okay. Or is it Sager or Sager? I never know how to pronounce it. Currently reading Priest. Oh, it's sexy priest time. I mean, although there's like low key, like kind of a sexy priest in this too. Let's leave that alone. So same a little bit. How did I like Pet Cemetery? Good question, Makeda. I will tell you. In the end, I gave it like 4 stars because I do think it's pretty darn good. It's just the majority of the film, not the film, the majority of the movie. Oh my God. The majority of the book is just like family drama and dealing with grief and, you know, all that stuff. It's a lot of family drama pretending to be a horror story, and it's like, okay, take grief, make it horror, and they I think he did that adequately. Um, you know, it is what it is, but I thought it was quite good. It made me want to read some more stuff by Stephen King. But we're gonna go far more in depth for patron book club. I don't want to spoil it for patrons, but overall, I did like it quite a bit. Ah, okay. Sex. I mean, I feel like this pretty niche. It's a sexy priest story, and I think they bang on the altar. Like it gets like full Catholicism. Like it's not like a loose interpretation. Thank you. I liked my pumpkin too. I was very excited about it. Yay! I'm assuming that's not the pumpkin. Sager. Okay, that's how I've been saying it, Sager or Sager. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna say it both ways interchangeably. I like to pretend I'm gonna learn, but I probably won't. So Pet Sematary is about grief, the fear of losing his son, and what inspired King to write the book. Yes, I actually did read the introduction on this because Stephen King wrote a little intro on the book I had, and it was actually like useful. So read the introduction if you have an introduction in your book. Yeah. Yeah. But it's kind of like basically it was a story like Stephen King was talking like it actually happened like he had a little kid, little 2-year kid, and he ended up catching the kid. He's like, I don't know, it happened so fast. I don't know if like I caught him or I fell or he fell and then I fell on him. Whatever happened, it was before he hit the road and he would have been killed. And so this book kind of came from what would have happened if he didn't save his kid, like how would that have affected him. So it comes from like a really personal place, strangely, even though it's not a true story, but it comes from a really like personal experience for him. And he was writing in like the introduction, like it took him several years to even want to release it because it was like fucked up even for him. He's like, I don't know if I should release this, but like I don't know, they did eventually, and then here we are in the future with many adaptations of it. Yeah, it it's been a long week so far. 50% of the hollow ones yesterday. Okay. Yeah, T Kingfisher, I keep hearing is very, very dark of an author. Oh, finishing in the dark. Yeah, but yeah, it's I can see that. My Exorcist video, which I was doing for Drunk Classics, I didn't get drunk and do it though. You guys will find out why in the video for lots of reasons. But yeah, I was scared to walk around in the dark while I was reading it. So yeah, The Exorcist is like a whole thing. The screen covered. Yeah, they're kind of, yeah, I can picture it. I can't like remember what's on it, but I know what the shapes are like priests. Yeah, they are pretty. Hey, Cassie, how are you? No, people. It depends on like what kind of book it is. I mean, I don't think they're ever gonna go out of style for historicals. There's always a historical people on the cover. It's weird when they don't. So I think it depends on what genre you're in. Like more and more contemporaries are going for modest covers. And like, I don't know, I usually like them to put a little art into the cover in general, and just like abs and a name of the book isn't so artistic. So like I'm fine with them like being more creative in their book covers, but like I love a clinch cover. I like a good bodice rip. Like maybe I'm a purist, I don't know. But I love those, and I feel no shame reading them in public at all. But if you want to be more artistic about your cover, I'm down for it. So it depends why they're doing it, I suppose. So most of King's stuff is really about the human element. Yes. Yes. It's a family drama plus zombies. So it's first and foremost, it's a treatise on like grief in a family, and then also zombies. Indie authors picked up. Yeah, they do, because I mean, indie will do what they want. Like indie is wild. But it's a money game, and the publisher wants it to be marketable. and sell the most copies possible, and the author wants to sell a lot of copies, so sometimes it's a little bit of, do I want this to be marketable or do I want to stick with my abs? So if you're just going to like a business standpoint of it, it is what it is. I mean, I love sexy covers too, don't get me wrong. I just want some creativity because we just put like, here's abs and the name of the book. It's not that creative. So like be creative with it. If you want to do abs and like a flower, I don't know. Throw something else in there, make it artistic. Okay, so this again, more cover stuff. Depends on the type of romance. Using hot guy covers, and it'll be a super sad one. Oh, yeah, that's also true. Sometimes covers are deceiving. Like you think you're gonna get a rom-com or something, and you're like, "Oh no, this is not funny at all." Like, especially like illustrated covers should not be on dramas. Cartoons are not sad. Like, why? Like it's just sending a mixed message. Those are also pretty for Sophie Lark. I think Rebel is one of them. I can picture them, but yeah, those are pretty as well. Monster Smut seems to be in a renaissance of smutty covers. You know what? I just love that as a sentence that you said. That is a beautiful sentence. I'm just happy I got to read that today. Monster Smut seems to be in a renaissance of smutty covers. Everywhere the sentence is well crafted. Yay! I really like those. But again, I'm like, I grew up with so many like Filipino friends. So like Filipino inspired settings are just very comforting to me. So like I love that. Onto the non-discreet. Okay. There you go. I don't have any shame either. Like I've been reading smutty books on the internet for quite a few years now. Like no shame. I'm a classy lady who likes to read her porn. Thank you very much. So yeah, like I'll read whatever I want in public. I don't care. But yeah, like but then again, there's a time and a place for discreet covers. But I'm also a chaos human and I literally don't care if my books match. I don't care. I know. I'm that person, which is weird because I know that's like a sin in bookish people. They want it all the same format and all the same type of cover. I don't care. I'm full chaos. I will have like a hardback, like a paperback, a mass market, all different covers. I don't care. I like live off the chaos of that. Oh, Homicide and Hollow Hollow, very cool. I haven't read that one. I read the first one of that series and liked it. Mhm. Fair. I mean, yeah, I am the weird one who doesn't care if their books match. But like I know I'm the weird one. The people want their books to match. Like I get it. Yes, thank you. I loved every part Monster Smut in a renaissance. Yeah, I mean, what are you marketing? Okay, let's have a marketing discussion. We got to get to a reading spree because we've been chit chatting for so long. But Hacienda, this is getting like marketed as Rebecca meets Mexican Gothic. And I don't know if that's the best way to be marketing this. Because it seems to be the problem. Like, I'm not a big fan of Rebecca anyway. And I see the Rebecca influence in here. The Mexican Gothic influence I only get in here because it's like an old hacienda and it's also in Mexico. Like, that's about it. Like, Mexican Gothic has very little to do with the plot of this book. Really? It's not. I see both of those influences, but I wouldn't say this book is a mashup of those things. And I think it's kind of doing it a disservice. So, marketing's wild, yo. Let's see. Hold on. I got lost. Okay, here we are. I have not been approached. Maybe I have resting bitch face. I'm not sure. But like, no. I think women have approached me and be like, "What are you reading?" And like, I'm like, "Oh, girl." Like, and I have like recommended people books, but I've never had like a guy come up and bother me. Yep. I know I'm a chaos person. I fully get that though. Okay. This is Homicide and Hollow Hollow, that series. I don't mind sometimes, but the difference was too much. Okay. Yeah, like I my boyfriend just knows not to bother with my methods. My books are just gonna be what they are, and he's gonna be like, "Okay." Like, "Leave them be." I'm not. Thank you, Ryan. That's I love that you feel that way because I'm not ashamed of what I read. A little, yeah, I would say. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Jane Eyre and Rebecca are also similar. Really, if you think about it too hard, you also are kind of similar stories. So, yeah, okay, yeah. It's just chaos. Like the ones that are in my frame usually are neat, and like the shelves look nice. Out of frame, it's just chaos. Like don't like it's just chaos. I have like a few like shelves that are neat. The rest is just okay. I mean, I hope your Mexican restaurant has good food at least, because this house is like decrepit. All the dead plants out front. Oh no. I hope the Mexican restaurant is good because if I walked up to a Mexican restaurant, all the plants are dead and inside everything's beige and gray, I'd be like, why am I eating here? Jane Eyre matched with the poltergeists. You know what? Now that you mention it, like, yeah. Yeah. It's like Jane Eyre or like Rebecca. I'll give it Rebecca vibes or whatever. It could have Rebecca plus Poltergeist in Mexico in 1800s Mexico too. It's not like any time recent. It's a historical as well. Yep. Well, mainly I used to at least get almost all of my books from library book sales. So I was kind of at the mercy of whatever was at the sale. So I'm trying to collect a whole series. I'm just, oh, here's a book of the series. And I don't really have the option of being picky. I have to pick what's there. So I think it kind of started from that. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he can see the shelves, but like he just, I don't, he doesn't bother them. He's learned not to bother them. It's not a dumb question at all. I am not a librarian, but I'm a naughty librarian on the internet. I'm not a librarian in real life, though. That would be dope if I was. But I've done multiple jobs while I've had this channel. Like yeah, I was working in Hollywood, so I was like making movies and then I left. Well, I didn't, whatever. I stopped working there. And then I did the wine thing and I hated that job. Like I have stress dreams about it to this day. I'm so happy I quit. And now I'm in marketing. So I do a lot of different things. I don't know. It is what it is. But yes, it'd be cool if I was a librarian. Oh, well, you'll get to it. No worries. I'm glad. Well, I was working in, like, post-production, so I didn't make the movies, but, it was a post-production studio, so, like, post-production is, like, color grading and, like, adding sound effects, re-recording dialogue, all that kinda stuff, so while putting the polish on the films, that kinda stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's just my I don't know, my shelves are just designed in a way where I know where things are, but there's no methodology around it. I just, like I know where I put things over, like, 5 very large bookcases. I just kinda know where things are. That's it. Oh, thank you, Makeda, I appreciate that. Yeah, I wasn't really doing all the cool stuff, though. I was, I did some ADR stuff. We're not you know what? I'll save the story because we gotta do a sprint. I'll tell you a story that's just silly Hollywood stuff. I have stories from being in Hollywood. Anyways, let's do a sprint. Let's do it. because we're running behind schedule. So let me share my screen. We're gonna get some duck time going here. Deck time. All right, let's do a sprints. We'll come back. We'll chit chat some more. All right, so 30 minutes and go. Hello, everybody. That was our first 30-minute sprint for the day. Feeling pretty good about it. I got a lot read. How'd everyone else's reading go? So I wanted to get 2/3 of the way through Hacienda today. I'm on page 205, and I wanted to get to page 230. So I'm pretty close to my reading goal, which is fantastic. It's fine. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I want to like it more than I do. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's fine. It's just missing the je ne sais quoi of the whole thing. Whereas it says X factor that's just not there. Let's see. Dun dun dun. 45 pages. Good job. I love that. So I was talking. Oh, hey Stephanie. Oh, chapter 3 of Tommyknockers. Nice. I just read Pet Cemetery. It's the patron book club book of the month, and our live show's on Sunday. Ooh, port. Fancy. 30 pages. Nice. Just took a wild turn. Wait, what are you reading again? What are you reading again? That sounds like it could be this one book by N.K. Jemisin. Are you reading that? Good for you. Power through. Like I have a to-do list and I never finish it at work. I have a couple things that just keep getting pushed off because I don't have time for them, but eventually they will get done and I'll feel better about myself. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I owed you guys a story from when I was working in Hollywood. This was like 2019, like December 2019. I got like laid off, like, right before Christmas. Nice. And then a week later, I had my car accident when I was in the hospital. So like December 2019 was rough. And then, 2020, a few months later, COVID. So like it was a rough period. But I worked in Hollywood about like 6 years. So like I was there for a while. But yeah, it was a crazy job. Like we would bring a lot of people in for like ADR mainly. That's when we would get all the cool like celebrities to come in and everything. Um there's this one movie. Like I don't even really know if they ever really released it anywhere because it was so bad. But I think they like filmed it in Eastern Europe because a lot of films get filmed in like Bulgaria and stuff because they get a lot of tax credits and they have like generic landscapes. So they could really be anywhere. So fun fact, a lot of things get filmed like Bulgaria area and a lot of like post happens in Bulgaria. I don't That's why, but like there's probably other reasons. But it was filmed over there and it was like a cop murder mystery type of movie. And I remember it had troubled actor Tom Sizemore. I know his name is just Tom Sizemore, but I can never not refer to him except as troubled actor Tom Sizemore. But he was in it. And he was a cop, and like his partner was this woman. I forget her name. I think it was like her first movie. And she was Brazilian, so she spoke like Portuguese, but she didn't speak English, and the movie was in English. So she learned English phonetically to do the part. And like, I'm not like knocking her performance, like, that takes a lot to learn, but like, it was bad when you have to like re record dialogue that didn't get picked up on the mics. And like, she already didn't speak the language very well and no one could understand a lot of things that she was saying because it was just phonetic words. And if we need an actor to come re-record their lines, they have to come into the studio and re-record them. She lives in Brazil. Like she's not going to come into Hollywood to re-record lines for this shitty movie. So batter up. And like they ended up having me go in the studio and re-record all of her dialogue for the movie. I don't think they ever released this thing. It was a real piece of shit. But, like, It was the worst because it was my voice coming out of this woman's mouth, and, like, no one thought this was her voice, and, like, the lips matched, I had to dub it, like, basically, you're watching the screen and you have headphones, so you know what you're and a script, so you know, like, when your cue is, and then you have to move your lips at the same time they're moving their lips so the words match. It's actually difficult to do, but we dubbed it correctly, it just sounded so bizarre. My voice was coming out of her mouth. So, yeah, I don't think they ever released the film for multiple reasons. I don't know, I feel like it was a money laundering scheme probably. Because there was like a whole thing with what was the company? I remember because like the company I worked for worked with this company. They were the people who made Wolf of Wall Street, the production company. They got in trouble for like laundering money for I think the Malaysian government or something. The whole like production company got like audited and shut down. It was like a whole thing. So like that happening and like making a shitty movie to launder money is not a new thing. You just never see them because they're, for money laundering purposes. I think it was one of those. But anyway, I'm speculating a lot. This is all alleged. I don't wanna, like, get in trouble for this, but, yeah, it was a crazy job. I did get to meet some celebrities, though, so Hollywood's a weird place in general. I saw the craziest things every day. But yeah, there you go. Let's see. Yeah, they're rough, but, hopefully everyone can make it. I try to make it at a time where people can show up, but, lives get busy, I get it. 7%, nice, good job. Oh, Upon a Burning Throne, okay, Indie-inspired epic fantasy. Okay, so, The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin, similar vibe. Recommend, I really like it. The sequel's coming out in November, like, in a week or week or 2, it's coming out. Very good, though. It's kind of what if the city became a person and they have, like, an avatar, and the people's trying to stop cities from, being born and becoming, like, a sentient avatar or person, is, like, interdimensional Lovecraftian demons. There's a lot going on, but it's really good. Let's see. Dog and I Fad, good job. 20 pages of homicide and hollow. Love that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Good job. 13 pages. Yeah. It was phonetically trying to learn English. So, like, nothing against her. She did her best, but like it wasn't the best when you're trying to make a film and no one knows what she was saying. And I don't know why the director didn't work with her at all on the set. I don't know. It was just one of those things. Oh, good. I really like it. I have the second book pre-ordered. I'm excited. Mhm. I mean, a lot of movies are based on books, even ones you don't think. So maybe, I don't know, but like there's a lot of stinkers out there for films, especially with like streaming and like Amazon, because you could just put up a movie on Amazon. You can just put it up. You can make your own movie and put it up there. There's some weird shit out there. Just now picture those old school dubs. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Those are a lot of times where, like, they were speaking a different language and they were, like, trying to dub it into English, 'cause they're speaking another language, the lips are not gonna match no matter how hard you try. So, this was her speaking English and me matching her lips with the correct pronunciation of the words, essentially. Yikes. Okay, so yeah, I don't really know the time difference. I put it at, like, 12 o'clock on Sunday. It could move to later in the evening, but I figured, it's getting close to Halloween, people might wanna have, like, the rest of their Sunday to do things, you know what I mean? Mhm. Yay, okay, I hope you enjoy, hope you both enjoy. No, no worries. I knew what you meant. You spelled it phonetically. I love that. Yay. Okay, well, I'm sorry if you couldn't be there, but we'll work it out. We'll work it out. It'll happen. Anyway, yeah, Hollywood's a weird place. That was I have more stories, but, like, I don't wanna name drop. I feel like an asshole. So, let's do another sprint because I wanna hit my reading goal for the night, and I will with one more sprint, and then I have dinner cooking to do amongst more editing. I'm still editing my Exorcist video for this weekend. So, as soon as I finish that, it'll be up. We'll see. Let's see, one last thing. Mhm. Yeah, they're doing the best they can. It's just not gonna work. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming and hanging out just in time for a sprint. All right, let's go ahead and do one. Reforged by Seth Haddon. Okay. Ooh, gay high fantasy. Love that. I guess in Australia, I don't know time. I'm s I'm laughing at myself. I don't know time. Ooh. Let's see. I'm on a computer right now. I can just, like, look this up. But right now it's noon tomorrow. So, yeah, it's like 18 hours ahead. So 12 it'll be like 6 AM your time, I think, unless there's a different time zone in Australia. So it'll be really early. At least it's not 3 AM, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going off what the internet says and my math abilities, which are dubious at best. Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Like, they try. It's easier with, like, animation because it's animated. But, like, with people, it's a little harder. I said, "I don't know time." And then I laughed. You can't see, but I actually have a little picture on my wall that has that quote on it. Like, it's right there. You can't see it's out of frame. Oh, okay, well, I just put Australia, and it said one of the times that are there. So, one of the times is 18 hours ahead. I don't know time. Okay, 5 AM. Well, slightly better than 3. So there's that. I don't know, we'll work it out, we'll work it out. I do want to have a time where the most people can be there between channel members and patrons. It's just hard finding a time where everyone can meet, you know? Girl, same. I don't know time. Woo! Anyway, let's do a sprint. Why not? Let me get my duck going. Let's hit our reading goals for today. Oh, good gracious. Well, I hope you're anxiety free. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Okay. Let me go ahead and do a what is it? Screen share? There you go. Wait, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. It's that time of the night where I've lost my mind. All right, all right. Let's go. 30-minute sprint and go. Woo! Perfect timing. Oh, I finished the chapter with 4 seconds left. I love when that happens during reading sprints. So I got to chapter 24 today, which is page 251. So I think I got like about 80 or so pages to read, which I will do tomorrow. I'm not going to bother with it for tonight. But so far, I am reading The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas, and it's fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. There's like nothing wrong with it. There's just something missing in it. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll discuss it on Saturday night for the Blades and Bodice Rippers book club over on Bethany's channel. We'll get more into why this book is as it is. I'm the last person of the group who hasn't read it all the way yet. Everyone else has read it with mixed reviews, so it should probably be an interesting book club. Batman is very good. He had a bath yesterday, so his fur is really soft. He's hanging out with Greg right now. He's there. I don't know. I hear noises in the house. They're doing boy stuff, I guess. Oh, the new episode of The Doctor. I mean, I've just been watching Interview with the Vampire on it because, well, I've been doing the recaps, so there you go. The ducks. Yeah, I know. Everyone loves the ducks. I mean, it's kind of my thing now for reading sprints. More ducks. I mean, there are some people out there without anxiety. Maybe they're psychopaths. I don't know. But, I just want you to get a good night's sleep, basically. A mood reader. I decided to listen to Wicked Saints for a while. Okay. Truth Witch. Okay, yeah, those are very different, but I'm glad you're having a good time with them. 35. Love that. You gained a cat. like a random cat, or your cat came and hung out with you. Like this story could be weirder or less weird. 30 pages in, getting tired. Sleepy tired or tired of the book? I don't know. I think it was a good amount I read tonight. I feel good about it. Next book up, I have Thunderball by Ian Fleming. I really like Thunderball the movie, so hopefully I'll like the book. I've been reading all of the James Bond. This is book 9, so I've been reading a lot of them. But yeah, you know what? After reading all the Ian Flemings, I have noticed that James Bond fights sea creatures like way more than you ever expected him to. And Thunderball is the one with the big underwater like spear fight. So I'm expecting him to fight in this underwater, but like he's fought an octopus, he fought a giant squid, he fought a stingray. Like he gets in fights with ocean creatures like way often. Ooh, middle of a showdown. Okay, you should finish it then. Oh, well, I mean, that's a good reason not to read a lot. There are 14 by Ian Fleming, although 2 of them are short story collections, but there are 14 books. And so I've read 8 of them. This is book 9, Thunderball. So far, so good. I'm going to read them all. And then after Ian Fleming passed away, other people were licensed by like the Fleming estate to write for James Bond. And there were several authors who took over the torch. I can't remember the first guy's name. And then John Gardner did a whole lot in like the 80s. Up until like the early 90s. He wrote a whole bunch, and they're weird. They're so 80s. And then someone else took over after that for a couple books, and now they're kind of been like one and dones in the most recent ones. I think one came out this year actually, but they're by like a bunch of random people. So there's a lot. I think James Gardner probably wrote like 10 or 12 on his own. So depends. Like canon from Ian Fleming, there's 14. 2 of them are short story collections. Hold on. Now I feel bad that I didn't know the other author's name, so I'm going to go check them. So James Gardner, there was Raymond Benson. He was the other one who came up with, he started in like early Well, like mid-90s to, like, the early 2000s, and then it was just a bunch of different people. So, like, Sebastian Fox, Jeffrey Deaver, William Boyd, Anthony Horowitz. He just wrote, like a trilogy, like 3 different books. Um, who wrote Colonel Sun? I think the first one that came out after Ian Fleming passed was called Colonel Sun. Who wrote it though? Ugh. I want to know who wrote it, but I can't remember. I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, it's called Colonel Sun. And that was like the first one right after he passed away. Kingsley Amis. There you go. I looked it up. Kingsley Amis wrote Colonel Sun, which I just bought a copy of, so I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, I'm reading a lot of Bond stuff. Oh wow. Oh, all the little guys and girls. Okay. Well, I hope they get good homes. There you go. I mean, he does fight a lot of sea creatures, surprisingly. And like there's a shark, although that's in the movies. Okay. So someone gets in a fight with a shark and loses in Live and Let Die, the book, but that doesn't happen in the movies until License to Kill in the 80s. So they kind of separated it. But they hurt Felix, and Felix is my favorite character. Felix Leiter is my favorite. Oh, there you go. Getting your shit done. I love that. How far are you planning to go? I'm gonna read all of the Fleming, and then I haven't filmed. I have like a bunch of books I've collected. I've gotten recently that I haven't filmed like any hauls for. Eventually, I will. But I've gotten a lot of the James Gardner through like library book sales. Like I got like 11 of them. I got like 11 of his books. There's still a few I haven't like collected yet. I got almost all the James Gardners. I have Colonel Sun by Kingsley Amis, and I'm planning some used bookstore hunts to see if I can get any more of the books because they're a little difficult because I know a lot of the James Gardner ones from like the 80s, they don't have audio components. Like they probably did back in the day, but they were like released on cassette and they never like digitized it. So those are difficult. And they don't even have like ebooks. Like no one has digitized these. And I have like the paperbacks from when they came out. But I'm doing all the Flemings, definitely. And then I will do videos about them. I'm still planning videos and scripting a bit. I don't really know how I don't know what's going to happen with them. I haven't made enough decisions yet, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be recappy. It's going to be like deep dive Bond nerd stuff. It's going to be fun. No more puppies. I'm assuming not your mother. There you go. He makes ghost noises in his sleep. Aw. Wait, Raymond Benson was your office mate? Shut up. That's so cool. Yeah, he took over in like the late 90s. I don't have any of his books yet, but I'm hoping to find some at used bookstores. That's the goal. Yeah, he did. Ian Fleming lived at the Goldeneye estate. He lived in Goldeneye, which is the name of a very good James Bond film. But that was his estate in Jamaica, and he lived there. I don't think he lived there all year. I think he split his time between England and Jamaica. But Jamaica is where he wrote all the books. Like he would just sit there, eat breakfast, smoke like a pack of cigarettes and write, and then go swim, then come back, write some more, swim, have dinner, go to bed. Like he was just living his life. I have not found any signed ones. If I've looked on eBay. And I'm like, I don't have like $2,000 laying around. Oh, maybe, maybe. I know I'm gonna do because I've read the books. I want to do like compare contrast with the movie versions and also like fun facts and movie deep dive versus book deep dive differences. Kind of like a little bit like how I'm doing Interview the Vampire recaps, but like more of a deep dive. So there could be fun. Oh, nice. I love that. Yeah, they're out of print really, so they're hard to find, like, unless the bookstore has some, but they're not in print right now, so they're difficult. But, I got, like, a collector set. It's all 14 books, and they all have these, like, pulpy covers. I got, like, the box set on eBay. Hey, I won the auction. Anyway, on that note, I got a bunch of work to do tonight still. I still got to do some more editing for Exorcist, which is coming on Saturday. My full recap on that. And yeah, I gotta go make dinner because I'm hungry. And I'm gonna go do that. I did all my reading for today. It's time for dinner and editing. Yeah. 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 Like my box set, I feel like I got a good deal on. It was expensive. It was probably like 130 bucks for the box set. I'm like, that's like about 10 bucks a book, which is like what I'd pay for them. I was buying them in a store. So they're expensive. Okay. Well, whatever you want to watch, no pressure. But yeah, I've been doing all of the episodes. I just finished episode 5. And first of all, yikes. Second of all, holy shit. Buckle up, everybody. Episode 5 is bonkers. So I'm gonna film that actually tomorrow. Filming that tomorrow, gonna edit it, get it up, and it'll be premiering on Monday, but that will be episode 5 for Interview the Vampire. But anyway, I gotta go cook dinner. So I will see you guys next Wednesday. More reading sprints. Let's go. We're gonna do it. If I don't see you guys before then at like Blades and Bodice Rippers book club on Saturday evening, or for my channel members and patrons book club on Sunday. If I don't see you before then, happy Halloween, have a good time, eat all the candy you want, and feel no guilt. Signing off. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I had a good time, and we'll do it again. All right. Goodbye. Now.